All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. Video on request. Word is that Coach Calvin Ford of Gervonta Davis's team said that they want to duck Shakur Stevenson at 135 pounds because why would we want to fight somebody that wouldn't let us do what we want to do? And that was interpreted as saying that they don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson because they can't knock Shakur Stevenson out. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division and talk about the two best fighters in that division and two fighters that I believe should fight one another, hope will fight each other, and don't want to hear a lot of reasons about why they can't fight each other. 100% on board with the fight between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, and I've said it a million times. In the face of other people calling for a fight between Devin Haney, who's already left the weight class, and Gervonta Davis, who's stayed at 135. There were some statements that I'm being asked to make my opinion on, even though I believe I was the first person, other than Marco himself, who actually got the interview, to do a video about it. Already said it. But I'm going to say it again, and at the same time, point out some hypocrisy from the people that are asking me to say it. Before I get into that, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime supporter and subscriber of the channel, thank you so much. And to everybody that knows, we did send a big set of flowers to the funeral or the viewing of John Bowie, dear friend of the channel, huge supporter of the channel that passed away. So everybody that wanted to know or supported that, let me know that was completed. We got it. We sent it to them. And I do believe today is a day, the last day of his public viewing, and his funeral will be tomorrow. So rest in peace and sympathies to the family of John Bowie. But let's get into this. Gervonta Davis' trainer, Calvin Ford, said in an interview that he really thought that the performance with Shakur Stevenson and Edwin De Los Santos was disastrous because Shakur Stevenson, ran around the ring the whole fight and wouldn't engage in a fight, and that is not very entertaining to fight fans. And he said, why would we want to fight somebody that's not going to let us do what we do? Now, when he said that, all I heard was, without interpreting it deeply as to what he meant, I thought to myself, I don't really care about that, because he's going to run around the ring. It's a style issue for sure. However, he's definitely the second best or the first best, depending on what the outcome of that fight is, person in the division. He is a champion in the division. You're a champion in the division. You guys should fight each other. I want to see the fight. And the styles are the styles. Whatever they are is whatever they are. Gervonta is going to have to find a way to solve all that running around. And Shakur is going to have to find a way to solve all that pressure that Gervonta is going to bring. That is what it is. Now, when I heard him say that, though, I believe what he meant was that they're not going to let us do what we do. We're not going to be able to knock him out, but it's going to be a boring fight. Who wants to see that? You're not going to put butts in the seat fighting like that. So to me, any representation that he said that they mean that they're not going to fight him if he doesn't knock him out is not right. And it's an unfair interpretation to what the man said. In fact, in the same interview, he said, I don't even like knockouts. I like punishment. I don't care about a knockout. I care about punishment. So how could he say in one breath that he cares about punishment and he doesn't care about knockouts, but he won't allow Gervonta to fight Shakur because they don't think they can knock him out. Those two things seem like they don't work as far as the interpretation. However, without a doubt, the idea that he would not fight Shakur Stevenson, I don't like that at all, because Shakur Stevenson is a great fighter in that division. And if you guys are major championships right there, you guys should try to unify those belts. That's my personal belief. And more importantly, they're the best two fighters in the division. They're both in the division. So hopefully we can get the fight on. Now, I'm also not deluded in that I don't know that one guy is with Top Rank and the other guy is with the PBC. And as long as Shakur Stevenson is with Top Rank, it is going to make that fight much more difficult to make, because Bob Arum is not going to want to make that fight with Shakur Stevenson. Bob Arum's going to want to make a fight with George Kambosos, Vasily Lomachenko, whoever it is that they have over there in the Top Rank stable, because his job is to get fights for his fighters, not for him to be looking around for fights for Gervonta. That's just how it works, okay? And Gervonta's over there at Amazon Prime, and they've got all these pay-per-view dates lined up, and they've got money. When they went into that deal, I'm sure Gervonta Davis was one of the major reasons that Amazon Prime signed that deal. So that's just a very, very real thing. Now, I want to talk about for a second also the hypocrisy of the people that act like this is a duck. First of all, somebody just saying something on an interview is not ducking. That's somebody saying something on an interview. They may change their mind tomorrow. They may say it, and that may be what they think, that Calvin Ford doesn't want that fight because of whatever reason. But that doesn't mean that Gervonta Davis doesn't want it, and it doesn't mean that it won't happen. So you can't say the man ducked. That's just stupid, okay? That's the only way that I can say it. That's just stupid. However, I do find it interesting, though, that people who do call that a duck say that Devin Haney did not duck Shakur because Shakur wanted to get paid 50-50. How does that work? How is Gervonta Davis ducking Shakur Stevenson just because he says, look, man, this guy is boring, but this guy is not ducking Shakur Stevenson when he says this guy wants too much money? So I don't get that. It's a reason not to fight him either way it goes. You don't want to fight the guy because you don't think that he deserves the money that the WBC has as a rule that he may be eligible for. But this guy is ducking because his trainer says that the guy stunk up the gym last time, and why would we want to fight a guy that fights with that style? It seems to me like they're both reasons to not fight a guy, but you're justifying one and you are condemning the other. I don't like either one. If you're in the weight class, you're in the weight class, you should fight the guys, provided the fight is available. But if the fight is not available, the fight is not available. And if the fight is not available for some reason other than your choice, that's not a duck. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.